hate looking at that.
What, their mess up in their lofts?
Mm-hmm. It's oozing over the side.
I know. That's why we need to put up a wall.
Oh crap, you started recording.
We did. Hi. Oh, we gotta not hit ourselves or the bed or the pillows. Let's get closer. Oh, let's back up. That's too close. Too close. Look at my shins. It's the last day of December in the worst year that we've had in a while. But a good year. But a
worst
bad
year as a country that I can remember. Now, granted,
yeah,
there have been plenty of other worse years. I mean, Vietnam, the politically speaking, economically speaking. So, but this is like a personal
worst for us. But
as
good.
adults.
As adults, yeah. It's COVID hit and changed our lives completely. He lost a decent job. It wasn't the job that he had before.
But it was,
it was a good job.
I liked it better almost because I had time off. When I was off, I wasn't wrapped up in managerial type stuff, and
we invited some people into our home. They needed a place to live and to stay. It was a couple of kids. That
things
changed very fast for the worst.
But I mean, it was God's way of giving us the desire to open up and invite change, and then maybe he used that for them for whatever reason. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
I hope they're well. I really do. I hope the whole situation is better, and I hope they're well. But
so
we were used 100%. So then fast forward, we both got new jobs. And then as COVID hit, he lost that job. And then I was working retail through the few months of the COVID. And I got very sick right when the COVID first was here. The company that I worked for didn't believe it was anything to be worried about. So they were not taking any type of precautions. And I got coughed all over at work. And then I got super sick. Did I have COVID? Don't know. Was it an upper respiratory infection?
Something.
Yes. Did I feel like doo-doo? Yes. Am I alive still? Yes. Could it have been COVID? Maybe.
Could it have gone worse? Yes.
Maybe. Then I quit that job mainly because the managers at that job were awful. Mm-hmm. I was treated like crap. I was accused of theft. I was belittled.
For nothing other than
buying things.
An assumption.
Yeah, buying stuff at that store. I was yelled at in front of customers by one particular supervisor. There was just a lack of communication. It was the worst job that I think I've ever had.
Even over Crazy Lady?
I mean, Crazy Lady and that job are very close, tied. Yeah. So yeah, I did have 2 jobs last year. I worked and made jewelry for this other lady, and she turned out to be a total and complete wackadoo. I'm wondering if maybe it's just me.
You're attracted to wackadoos?
I don't know. Hey, how you doing? But, and it was also the COVID that we were able to create a little nest egg. We, had a bit of savings because we got the first stimulus check, still waiting on the second one. We could really, really, really use it.
But
Trump,
wait,
Biden,
if there's still
Pelosi.
More political chess, we're just pawns.
I know.
You might have discovered along the way of watching us what stance we take in one way or the other. But I am by no means, Republicans are the best. No, because there's a lot of rhinos. There are a lot of misconceptions, and ultimately there's a lot of career politicians that are in government telling us what we can and can't do because it fills their pockets. And that's both sides of the aisle. That's the independents in the middle, too.
Yeah.
It's a favor of what we...
This is not supposed to be just solely politics.
It's
but
not. I thought we were just talking about everything.
We
2020 year in review.
So we got the Trump check. He got a severance package from the company that he only worked for 6 months.
You had to cash out my 401.
We did have to cash out the 401. And so we had a little decent nest egg. And so we bought 27 acres out in the middle of nowhere, Texas.
Well, before we did that, we lived on that
we lived
and
on
unemployment.
It. Well, I was still working. Granted, my paychecks were like a quarter of what his paychecks were.
So
before.
Between her and, it was just, okay, this, bounce back. I was in the oil field, got, as most of you know out there, the fellow oil field brothers and sisters.
I gotta stop this for a second. Why do you wear your hat to the side? I don't get it. That's better. I didn't know that you were.
Because
are you
when I throw it on
mode?
I mean, baby, I'm sitting next to you. I'm always in yeehaw mode.
Yeehaw.
But I don't know. I guess I'll pick it up and I'll throw it on. I mean,
anyways, so
it just happens.
Stop.
Sorry, I'm a twitcher.
He does move. We have to figure out a better way for setting up this camera so that
we're
all
gonna
of his
need
twitches.
What we need to do is get
We've
like
already talked about this.
a camera set up there, and that way it's not on the bed.
Back to the point. So that's how we were able to buy our property and get our little shaman and buy the generator and afford all the fuel that we had to pay for the months of having it run.
And that's something that, had we not been on the generator for so long, and had we kind of known,
3.5 months of 24/7 having to run off a generator because it was sometimes 115 degrees, and there's no way that we could just not have a fan and not have our food in the refrigerator be cold. There were times
keeping ice in that.
There were times where we talked about not using the generator and just, buying ice to put in an ice chest, but we're a family of 5, and
you have to drive just to get ice.
Yeah.
And you're talking about you'd be making, trips to get ice. So,
Anyways.
And then on top of that, the funds that we were
expecting,
and job and
unemployment stopped a couple of times,
hung
and then
up on
it
me.
hung up on him after he was literally on hold for over 2 hours yesterday with them.
And then tried calling back, and it was.
We are experiencing issues. Please
and it
call
wouldn't
back
even
later.
let me connect.
So, and I have, I got denied for unemployment, so I appealed that back the beginning of September.
And
I
I've
have
appealed
received
mine.
a single phone call, one, and she was just saying, getting some information and taking some notes. I have gotten no other updates. I have gotten no emails, no phone calls, zero.
And this whole pandemic, I feel bad for the people that work at like the TWC
But that's why they've hired out all those people. They have lots and lots and lots of people helping them.
Sorry, my back was starting.
Sorry. Helping with apply for unemployment benefits
and so they
you do that, and then you get denied because you left for personal reasons. No beep, we left because nobody had a job and couldn't get a job, and we could not afford the expensive, stupid rent that ridiculously stinky, dirty, nasty town expected people to pay. No offense to Odessa and Odessians, but that town is not worth the amount of rent that is charged. When you're paying you're paying over $2,000 for a tiny 2-bedroom apartment. That's stupid, and it's rent gouge, and it's ridiculous. When that town is not set up for the hundreds of thousands of people that live there
or reside there periodically.
Yes, the roads can't handle it, the stores can't handle it, the restaurants can't handle it,
the people that are working retail
can't handle it.
So
everyone's rude, and we are so happy now.
And so essentially what we did, and I think that we've talked about it in the past, but in case you haven't caught up on old ones, we took what we were going to be surviving on
There.
month to month for bills, rent,
Excuse me.
everything, and we transferred that into the Shabin and the property. Being reduced in where we could. Those things played a factor into us, you know, upgrading our
Lives.
ownership
Yes.
and our longevity for something that's ours. We're not renting.
Right. We could have continued to live there, continue to update the home because we updated it a lot. We painted, we updated fixtures, we updated the cabinets, the countertops, doors.
Because it was, we like to take ownership and stuff, and that's why we have started.
So that's something else that's happening this
year. We trying to do whatever we can, but that's where we transferred our money out of somebody else's rental pockets, and our last landlord, he was great. And we enjoyed the house. We liked the house. Sorry.
Today we've had a lot of fun. It is snowing.
Crazy. Windy.
Still. Diamonds.
And there's diamonds in the rough.
No, there's diamonds in the Minecraft.
Oh, yes.
Mackenzie is again right over there playing the Minecraft. Not a sponsor.
See, they're right there eavesdropping. Eavesdropping? Is it eavesdropping or eavesdropping?
I don't know. I need to go. I'm over here itching my bee sting. Oh my goodness, it's still there. It's still big. It's still red. Now it's more like a dark purpley weird color.
It is. That's too much light over there.
It's nasty. It's really itchy. I'm trying not to scratch it, but sometimes you just got to. So good thing is Spencer has a job. He is right now the only person working, but that is excellent because he is able to take care of his car note. Ours, on the other hand, we
have done what we can and continue talking with the.
We're not running from these people, we're trying to. They need to understand.
And I think that they have, and they do. And, it's not good, but
when we was making the monies, we was never late, and our car notes and everything was paid and paid on time and paid extra. But
when you go from oil field money and decent oil field
benefits
to having to continue taking care of your contracts and so forth. Now, I didn't go crazy. I didn't have one of those, $1,000 truck notes that see people coming out of the oil field with, and boats and jet skis, and so it's literally our vehicles. But
as sad as it sounds, I've thought about letting mine go back. Because honestly, can't really drive it too much. It is fun to drive into San Angelo through the hills and the curves, and it's excellent gas mileage, but the roads out here are a little bit lumpy and bumpy, or our ranch roads to get out of the actual ranch. It's lots of rocks. It's a cleachy, gravel-ish dirt road. I'm itching it again. I woke it up.
I'm trying to turn off my notifications.
Thanks. So that is an issue. I don't want to lose my vehicle, but it's a chunk of.
I don't want it to go onto my credit.
I know. It's a chunk of money that if we didn't have to spend that every month, it could go to his truck note. We do have to have the truck because right now that is how we get water. That's another video that we've made. It's we have to.
It's a workhorse.
We have to take our totes over into Sterling City to get water.
Pick up materials. You can't.
And work, because with the company, we want to be able to, be able to pull the trailer in.
What company?
Oh, our company.
What do you mean?
Did I not tell you we started a company?
No. Please do explain.
Oh, it's called While They Thrive Renovations. Family owned, family operated.
Right now, it is something that we're trying to get off the ground, because right now it's either you got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, meaning to put on your boots, work boots, cowboy boots, because when this phrase came out, people wore boots when they went to work.
And get your butt to work.
Yeah, and it sucks because I don't want to put on my boots because it's cold.
You're hitting.
Sorry. Trying to do some subcontract, trying to find work wherever we can. Now again, being this season, right at the end of the year, things slow down for construction and so forth.
For a lot of stuff.
Um,
So we're very hopeful
mm-hmm.
for the new year.
Things will pick up. We've got a Facebook page, While They
do.
Thrive Renovations, but it is at WTT Reno. Or if you want to email us, wttreno@gmail.com.
Yes.
You can book an appointment if you're in our area, and our area being, let me know, and I might drive there.
We're really hoping 2021 brings in good things. We haven't found a church out here yet, but we honestly haven't looked.
And we've also had a lot of COVID cases popping up out in Coke County, ebb and flow, anything.
Uh-oh, my light's dying. So, it's tremental and hard. It's got dark. Anyways, I'm gonna turn it off before it completely. Bye. So I guess it's telling us that it's time for us to shut up and get off here. 2020 has brought some negatives and some positives and some worries and some stress and some realizations that we can do this because we're doing it.
Since we have fought a lot less.
What are you talking about? It's because there's nowhere to go.
Well, I mean, it's
I'm
like
gonna go sit in my car.
We've had arguments and we've gotten pissy with each other.
Sorry,
and,
my legs started going to sleep.
Because we're married and, you are annoying. I was saying, what'd you normally say?
I'm over here.
She had to stretch.
My leg and my
old knees. I know, because this guy...
No, it's my...
Oh, your hip.
It puts pressure on my bee sting. It's still so tight and hard, and I'm not.
Well, it's a lot less than it was last night. It still
hurts. Anyhow. And it's going to be rocky and shaky. I'm back. I just had to
smooth
stretch.
like butter. But no, I think that we have...
What do you think about 2020?
Max says, And Tristan goes...
He goes... He's contemplating his thoughts.
No, he's constipating.
I'm not picking my nose. Maybe I am.
But anyway, so that's kind of our year-end review.
What's that?
I need permission.
No.
Can I say a bad word?
Can I say a bad word?
Can I say a bad word? Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about Spencer's accident.
That was bad.
That was bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a first for us.
It really was.
We've had a broken arm where we had to take somebody to the emergency room.
That would be you.
But this was we didn't know
scary.
What, it was kind of scary. Especially when
scary.
First saw him underneath the
tree.
The bush.
Yeah.
There's a swamp thing on top of him, and I mean, it was the whole situation. And
part of me kicks myself for not getting any video, and then the other part of me
knows why we didn't
because literally trying not to freak out, and that did happen.
Sorry, we're not that level of
YouTubers. Oh my gosh!
Creators of
get the camera.
My leg just got lopped off by an alligator. Get the camera. No, get me to a freaking hospital.
I mean, just thinking back, he loves to talk about it, and I'm like, just stop because it breaks. But how close it came to severing his artery and severing his radial nerve, how messed up that would have been, how the chances of him losing his hand.
Right, from nerve damage and
Yeah. These are things the doctor
bleeding
told
out
us.
if he couldn't get to his phone and it had pierced through the artery. I mean,
Or bleeding out, us trying to get him to the hospital.
mm-hmm.
We live, about an hour away from the hospital.
Yeah.
And you guys turned it into a 20-minute drive.
We don't talk about that.
STA can go
Well,
maximum file size.
my phone says, hey, you're running out of space. So that will be the end of 2020 review. Looking forward to New Year.
Hit that subscribe.
Please.
Dash the like. Share it.
Please, it helps. I hate to be that type of person.
I don't. I'm a shameless self-supporter.
Just put it like this: 93% of our views comes from people that aren't subscribers.
Yeah.
So if you guys would just subscribe and help us grow our channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated.
We're hoping that this will, allow us to live this dream or this, this way that
we need 1,000 subscribers before I can even start to
get ads on the
get monetized. We're at 78, so we need
just a couple.
Come on, y'all, we can do this.
Anyway,
I have almost 2,000 friends on TikTok. If they would all subscribe, that'd be great. But anyhow, please subscribe. Please
love you guys.
Like, please comment, and have a great year. Have a great 2021. Be safe. Whatever you're doing, just be safe. And God bless.
Love y'all.
Bye.